One of the most fundamental truths that can shift your entire existence is the mirror principle. This principle is not about applying specific methods, following strategies, or taking external actions. It's about who you are at your core. If you want to achieve a goal, such as becoming financially free, you must first embody the mindset of financial success before it materializes in your external world. Without this internal transformation, you will find yourself constantly searching, struggling, and feeling stuck, believing that the issue lies somewhere outside of you. The most critical realization is that external change is impossible without internal change. This is the foundation of the mirror principle. When you fully integrate this understanding, everything in your life begins to shift effortlessly. But this isn't always easy. It requires deep reflection and the willingness to confront your inner limitations, fears, and self-imposed barriers. If you are truly seeking transformation, this principle is the key. I will also share with you an exercise that I personally use, which has played a significant role in shaping my journey. Now, let's explore this concept further and uncover how it can redefine your life. Your external world is nothing more than a reflection of your inner thoughts, emotions, and beliefs. To put it simply, the way you see yourself and life determines the reality you experience. Imagine someone who dreams of financial independence but believes deep down that money is difficult to earn. The mirror of reality will respond by reinforcing this belief. It will create situations, obstacles, and setbacks that confirm this assumption, making it appear real. This is a powerful lesson. Your surroundings are mirroring the subconscious patterns you hold within. If you observe society, you'll notice that most people are caught up in external distractions, social media, technology, and the endless rush of daily life. In the process, they lose connection with their inner wisdom, which is the true foundation of transformation. Now, let's examine the 4 keys that will enable you to shape reality on your terms. Many people studying manifestation and attraction principles mistakenly believe that they must control or manipulate external circumstances. However, reality is not something you change directly. It is a mirror reflecting your inner world. The first essential key is understanding that this mirror reflects 2 things: your self-perception and your worldview. If you have a habit of doubting yourself, your experiences will reflect that doubt back to you. If your inner dialogue consists of thoughts like, "I am not capable," or "I always fail," then reality will reinforce these thoughts with situations that confirm them. The mirror does not discriminate or evaluate. It simply magnifies what you already believe to be true. Just like a physical mirror shows your reflection exactly as it is, the mirror of life shows you the reality that matches your self-image. Instead of trying to change what is reflected, you must alter the image that is being projected. This works similarly to influence and persuasion. When you forcefully tell someone, "Do not do this," their natural instinct is to resist. But when you inspire and guide, they become more open to transformation. The same concept applies to life. When you attempt to change external results without shifting your inner world, you will face resistance. Your goal should be to reshape your inner reality so that the mirror of life reflects the reality you desire. The reflection is never separate from you. It is simply showing you what you hold as truth within yourself. Now, the question arises, how do we change this reflection? How do we interrupt patterns that seem stuck on repeat and consciously choose a new reality? The answer lies in constructing a new identity and worldview. To clarify, let's go through a practical example. Take a moment to visualize your future self. Who do you see yourself becoming 10 years from now? What habits, qualities, and experiences define this version of you? What daily activities bring fulfillment and purpose to your life? Then, ask yourself, who am I being today? Does your current way of thinking and behaving align with the future you desire? This is a crucial step in transformation. Next, examine your perspective on life. How do you interpret the world when you are truly living your best reality? How do you respond to challenges and opportunities? One powerful way to reinforce this shift is through affirmations. These statements help rewire your mind to align with your desired self-image. For example, you might affirm, "I am capable of creating limitless abundance. I have the mindset of success." Similarly, for your worldview, you could affirm, "Everything unfolds in perfect timing. Life supports my growth and success." By repeating these affirmations daily and truly embodying them, your perception of life will begin to transform. Even if your goals seem far away right now, they are not out of reach. Change takes time, and the biggest mistake you can make is giving in to doubt before your transformation is complete. Fear should never hold you back from the extraordinary life that is waiting for you. I encourage you to dedicate time to this exercise because it has the power to reshape your future entirely. Now, let's move to the next key. One of the most important things to understand is that the reflections you see in your external world appear with a delay. Why does this happen? The answer lies in the nature of physical reality. In your mind, you can instantly create a vision by imagining it. However, in the material world, changes take longer to manifest because they must move through the process of transformation. Physical matter operates under its own laws of time and evolution, meaning things don't happen instantly. This brings us to the next key. You must remain committed to your belief long enough for your reality to shift. What does this mean in practice? It means that you must consistently embody the mindset, actions, and energy of your desired identity, even when results aren't visible yet. If you aspire to be a leader, start adopting the qualities of a leader now. If financial success is your goal, begin making decisions as someone who manages wealth wisely. Ask yourself daily, how would the version of me who already has this behave? The more consistently you live in alignment with this identity, the sooner your external world will adjust to match it. However, most people make the mistake of abandoning their vision too soon. When immediate results don't appear, they assume the principle isn't working and revert to old patterns. But just like a tree takes time to grow after planting a seed, your new identity requires time to manifest in reality. Your responsibility is not to force change in the outer world. It is to hold on to your new self-image long enough for the external world to align with it. The moment you fully step into the version of yourself that embodies success, growth, and transformation, reality will have no choice but to mirror that back to you. An interesting phenomenon takes place when people begin to experience this principle. They notice that their lives fluctuate, rising and falling like a wave. They adopt a belief, build an identity, and expect their desired outcome to appear. However, when it doesn't manifest immediately, their enthusiasm fades. Their belief weakens, and their mood declines. Then, just when their emotional state reaches its lowest point, the goal finally manifests. But since reality reflects with a delay, what appears now mirrors the previous negative state of mind. As a result, what once felt like an achievement starts to deteriorate, repeating the cycle. This pattern traps people in a loop of ups and downs, making it feel impossible to break free. The more they experience these fluctuations, the harder it becomes to maintain stability and faith in their vision. This cycle is inescapable unless one learns the key to maintaining alignment. The most effective way to ensure lasting transformation is to remain steadfast in the identity and worldview that has been created. No matter what temporary setbacks arise, staying committed to the new belief system is what allows genuine and lasting change to take place. Now, let's move on to the next key, which is one of the most impactful insights and a principle I have applied in my daily life. One crucial thing to understand is that the mirror of reality does not reflect the emotions themselves, but the essence of what you focus on. Let me explain what this means. Consider how people often express dissatisfaction, whether it's about their job, finances, or relationships. If someone repeatedly says, "I hate my job," the mirror does not reflect the emotion of hate itself. Instead, it reflects the subject of their focus, more dissatisfaction in their job. If they constantly complain, "I hate my bills," the mirror responds by reinforcing their financial struggles. In the same way, someone who repeatedly states, "I hate my relationship problems," finds themselves facing even more situations that deepen their dissatisfaction. This is exactly how the mirror works. The more someone focuses on what they dislike, the more reality reinforces those conditions. It is not the emotional energy that is being mirrored. It is the content of their complaints. This is why people who dwell on what's wrong continue to experience more reasons to feel frustrated. They unknowingly strengthen the reflection of the very things they wish to change. This understanding reveals the core difference between a scarcity mindset and an abundance mindset. The distinction is simple. Do you focus on what is lacking, or do you focus on what is already present? It all comes down to perspective, seeing the glass as half full or half empty. To make any transformation possible, one must shift attention away from what is missing and instead focus on what is already available. A person who constantly complains about their struggles reinforces them, while someone who appreciates what they already have sets the stage for even greater experiences. The key to applying this is straightforward. Direct your thoughts toward what you desire and what you have already achieved. Take a moment to reflect. What progress have you made so far? What aspects of your life bring you happiness? What do you want to experience next? Even if the image is unclear, the act of focusing on what you want rather than what you lack shifts your reality. The more you concentrate on where you want to go, the less power your past limitations hold over you. Over time, this shift in focus narrows the gap between your current reality and your desired future. The more you direct your thoughts toward what excites you, the more you stretch beyond the limits of your comfort zone. That is the essence of key number 3. Now, let's move to key number 4, which holds the power to change everything permanently. Once you learn how to navigate the mirror cycle, uncertainty fades. Instead of feeling lost, you begin to see the process unfold before your eyes. Everything begins with observation. Think about the attitudes, complaints, and frustrations you held in the past. The experiences you are currently facing, whether financial burdens, work dissatisfaction, or difficult circumstances, are simply reflections of your past mindset. These conditions were not created overnight. They are delayed results of previous thoughts and beliefs. When you observe your current reality, understand that it is nothing more than an echo of the past. This means that if you want to shape a different future, you must shift what you are projecting right now. The way to do this is by forming a new internal image, an attitude, belief, and vision that align with the reality you desire. The mirror does not choose what to reflect. It simply responds to the image you present. If you shift your internal dialogue and emotional state, reality will have no choice but to adjust accordingly. What manifests in your life is always a direct reflection of the mental and emotional energy you carry. The more you reinforce your new self-image, the stronger its reflection will become in the external world. The moment you take control of what you project, you take control of what is reflected back to you. Many people remain trapped in an endless loop, constantly observing their reality without realizing that they are reinforcing the very patterns they wish to break. They look at their circumstances and feel frustrated, wondering, why does this keep happening? They try new approaches, explore different strategies, and take action, hoping to change their lives. For a short time, things seem to improve. A new opportunity excites them. A fresh idea gives them hope. But then, before long, they find themselves right back where they started. The reason? Their inner world has not changed. Despite all external efforts, their core beliefs, identity, and mindset remain the same. So the mirror of reality continues to reflect the same results. This happens because most people go about change in the wrong order. They react to their external circumstances, form an image based on what they see, and then expect something different to appear. But this reactive approach keeps them locked in place. If you want to create real transformation, you must reverse the process entirely. This realization is what made the biggest difference in my own journey. When I finally understood the mechanics of reality, everything shifted. Reversing the process, the key to transformation. To break free from this repeating cycle, you must stop letting external reality dictate your beliefs. Instead of reacting to what already exists, you need to define the image of the future you want and hold on to it, no matter what the current reflection shows you. The biggest mistake is assuming that the world changes first, and then you respond to it. In reality, your world is always responding to you. This means that what surrounds you now is nothing more than a reflection of past thoughts and choices. If you continue focusing on your current situation, you are reinforcing it, keeping yourself stuck in the same loop. The only way forward is to consciously choose a new image, regardless of what is in front of you. Decide what you want, form a clear vision of the identity and reality you wish to create. Stop reacting to the current reflection. Understand that what you see now is outdated. It is the result of old beliefs, not what is to come. Let the mirror adjust, reality will begin shifting, but the changes will start small and slow before gaining momentum. Once you make this commitment and say, "This is my new reality," the mirror begins shifting. However, Because reality works with a delay, it will take time before the full reflection catches up. How to reinforce the new reflection? The next step is crucial. Instead of observing passively, you must actively confirm the changes you wish to see. Most people make the mistake of focusing on what hasn't changed yet, which only reinforces stagnation. Instead, you must train yourself to seek out and acknowledge even the smallest shifts in the right direction. If your goal is to cultivate confidence, you may begin to notice that people interact with you differently. If you are working on improving your business, you may see small wins, new clients, positive feedback, or an unexpected opportunity. Even if other areas of your life appear unchanged, your job is to focus on what is working and amplify that reality. This process is like planting a seed. At first, the growth is invisible, happening beneath the surface. But with time, the results begin to emerge and expand. The more you reinforce the new reflection, the stronger it becomes. Your task is simple. Confirm and celebrate every piece of evidence that aligns with the identity and life you are creating. Over time, this small shift in focus will create massive transformation. My experience: the moment everything shifted, there was a time when I doubted all of this. I believed my circumstances were beyond my control. I thought change required external effort, not internal alignment. But when I finally decided to stop reacting to my present and instead commit fully to the future vision I wanted, everything changed. At first, the shifts were subtle, small, almost imperceptible. But over time, they multiplied, leading to results that exceeded anything I had imagined. I realized that reality is not something that happens to us. It is something we create from within. What I learned was this: the world does not shape you. You shape the world. If you wait for circumstances to improve before believing in a better future, you will be waiting forever. But when you decide now that change is inevitable, reality begins to bend in your favor. The mirror has no limits, only the limits you set. When you fully embrace this process, you will see that the mirror of life is limitless. The only restrictions that exist are those you impose upon yourself. At first, the changes will be small and gradual, but the more consistently you reinforce them, the faster they will grow. The reflection will always match the image you project, without exception. Reality does not fight you. It simply reflects you. If you adopt the identity of someone who is confident, capable, and abundant, the external world will have no choice but to mirror that reality back to you. This is not a theory. This is a process you can apply and witness in real time. Just as an alchemist transforms base metals into gold, you have the power to transmute your life into something extraordinary. The key is not waiting for proof. It is committing to a vision before the evidence appears. The moment you take control of what you project, you take control of what is reflected back.